Walter Nolen. The Chicago Bears' path to NFL draft success in 2025. As the Chicago Bears gear up for the 2025 NFL draft, the buzz around their needs is palpable, and there's a lot of chatter about what position should take precedence. Sure, you can highlight a few that stand out like sore thumbs. Running back, offensive line, and edge rusher are all contenders. But wait, there's good news. General Manager Ryan Poles has worked hard in free agency to patch up the offensive line, which means they might not need to dive into the draft pool for a tackle or guard as urgently as previously thought. Despite improvements, the pass rush still has room for development, making an edge rusher in the early rounds a tempting option. Plus, with a running back class boasting impressive depth, the Bears could play the waiting game, especially if top names like Ashton Jansen and Amarian Hampton get snapped up early. Now, let's turn our attention to the defensive tackle position, where recent moves could suggest their strategic corner. In March, Foles made a splash by bringing in DT Grady Jarrett with a hefty 3-year deal worth $43.5 million. Jarrett remains a powerful force in the interior, and his mentorship will undoubtedly benefit Gervon Dexter's growth. However, with Jarrett approaching 32, a pivotal age for any athlete, drafting a younger talent in this role could be a smart play. One name that's surging on the radar is Walter Nolen from Ole Miss, Mississippi. If you haven't been paying attention, now's the time to take notes. Nolen has been making waves, particularly following his standout performance at the Senior Bowl, where his skills really caught the eye of scouts. As we inch closer to the 2025 NFL Draft, his stock is soaring, and it's not unreasonable to think he might secure a first-round spot. After transferring from Texas A&M to Ole Miss, Nolen wasted no time making an impact, racking up an impressive 6.5 sacks and 14 tackles for loss during his first and only season with the Rebels. He's not just a threat in pass scenarios. His expertise in run defense shines just as brightly, displaying the versatility to line up anywhere from the 0 to 5 technique. With such a skill set, he would be an ideal player to learn from Jarrett, while also giving Dexter the support he needs to continue his development. At 6 feet 4 inches and around 300 pounds, Nolen is a physical force, boasting 48 combined tackles, 14 tackles for loss, and even deflecting 3 passes and recovering 2 fumbles, all of which earned him a coveted consensus All-American title. However, there are whispers about Nolen needing the right environment to thrive. His history of transferring among several schools raises eyebrows for some scouts. But with the landscape of college football evolving, many believe it shouldn't pose a significant concern. Let's talk numbers. During his college career, Nolen recorded 72 stops, missing only 5 tackles, along with 67 pressures and 14 sacks. These statistics illustrate that this player is a force to be reckoned with, and is certainly one to watch ahead of draft day. Rumors of character issues surrounding Nolen seem to lack any real evidence. History has shown that these kinds of claims often surface around draft season, reminiscent of past tales involving players like Jalen Carter and more recently, Shedeur Sanders. So, should the Bears make a move for a defensive tackle early in the draft? The straightforward answer leans towards no, as other pressing position needs are evident, and passive talent still lies ahead for selection. Yet, the allure of drafting someone like Nolen is hard to ignore. His relentless motor and explosive playstyle could infuse vitality into the Bears' pass rush. But keep your eyes peeled. Nolen might not even be available by the time the Bears come calling. If they opt to trade down, he could still be a desirable target in the late first or early second round, aligning with his current projections. As the 2025 NFL Draft approaches, it will be exciting to see how the Bears strategize, especially with a new coach at the helm and fresh philosophies at play.